Howdy. In this video, I'm going to go over a bunch of Tinder bios that I have seen. So this will give you some ideas of how to funnel traffic from dating apps to OnlyFans. Now, bear in mind that Tinder, Bumble, these dating apps are always cracking down on using social media handles in the bio. And there will always be some that slip under the radar. For example, you'll see a couple of bios in here, like this one actually. They use the @ symbol. Normally that's the first giveaway and that will just be flagged straight away. But bear in mind, there are some that fly under the radar, but just because some go under the radar doesn't mean yours will. But it's always an option. Now, I'll show you a few different examples, well, a lot, I think it's like 10 different examples, give you some ideas of how to be creative to funnel traffic. No matter how many different policies these dating apps introduce, there'll always be a way. You just have to be creative. And I might make this a regular series because as we go through the dating apps, I like taking screenshots of new ideas. And then maybe I'll make this a regular thing, show you guys different ideas, and then you'll get an idea of how to be creative and funnel traffic from dating apps when all might seem lost. So, all right, so we'll get into it. So first one, this is Madison. I'll tell you what, Australian girls really are just something else, aren't they? Anyway, so this is Madison. The name doesn't even really matter. So she's got the bio here, new to Melbourne, looking for someone to explore the city with. And then @ Madison_Sweeney. Now, it doesn't take a momo to realize that as soon as you put a social media handle in the bio, that means Instagram. So back in the day, you used to have to be creative and use the camera emoji or the ghost emoji if you're doing Snapchat to let people know like what the social media handle is for. But these days, you literally just put a social media handle and people know Instagram. So that will be why that is. Now, that is that one. Next, we have, what do we have next here? This is Emily. She just literally, that's just the bio itself. It's just m.hill. Now, as I said on the last example, as soon as you see what looks like a social media handle in the bio, it is obvious what that means. That means Instagram. So that is one idea there. Not using the @ symbol, not using any emojis that relate to social media, and then therefore perhaps that will fly under the radar as well. Well, it obviously is. Next one is this one. I've shown this on another video, I think. This is like just guerrilla marketing. So these are obviously just created at scale, keep getting banned, but for the short time that they're online, I guess maybe they'll funnel traffic. This is just fucking brute force method. That's what that is. That's one idea. This one is creative. So as you would have noticed lately, well, it always has been, but social media handles are just banned, outright banned on Tinder and probably Bumble. They normally follow. So people got creative. So where the workplace is, people just put their social media handle here. So it's down to fuck, Snapchat, obviously SC means Snapchat, and then social media handle. So that is one idea as well. Another one is Kitty, same thing, DTF, SC, and then the social media handle. Same thing, everyone knows SC means Snapchat. Well, I'm assuming, unless you're about like 80. Another one, short term, open to long, and then about me, same thing, just the social media handle, just like that M Hill. Same thing, just the social media handle. Now, note, I'm just saying this to back me up here, but note that half of these profiles aren't verified. So when in my other videos, when I've spoken about how to do the same, the dating app method that we use, I was going to say the iPhone method is an iPhone method. And I always preach about how I've created a method that doesn't require verification. Some people struggle to believe that. Every time Tinder introduces a new policy change, people think, oh no, you have to verify. Like, because they're expecting it, they just kind of assume whenever there's a new announcement, a new policy change, oh no, that means we can only create accounts by verifying. No, this would just shut off like half of their demographic, because the more hurdles you have to jump through to create an account, the less people are going to want to sign up, because we're very lazy. We have a short attention span. So if you implement all these hurdles, you got to enter all your personal information. Then you have to verify with a selfie. That's just one more kind of barrier to entry. So that is why I don't think they'll do that. So hence the no verification here. So obviously for those people who think you have to be verified, well, this just proves you wrong. That's why I want to point that out. Probably got another one here. Yeah, this is another one. This is a little less obvious, but seems to work. So note, not verified. So it's just literally just written Insta, not even trying to be creative by spacing it out, because you would assume that these bios, you would assume that these dating apps detect like strings of letters. So that's why, you want to try and throw them off with like using a symbol or adding spaces. But No, this one is just flat out Insta hyphen underscore Grace Roberts. Well, it is all one word, so that is interesting. So perhaps that's why they flew under the radar. But anyway, that's another idea there in the About Me section. Another one, is this back to the start or is this a different one? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is another what I call brute force method. Feel free, but if you create one like this, don't expect it to last very long. But I don't know, perhaps that's a strategy. Just create fucking heaps of these, not verified either. Just create fucking heaps of these. I don't know, they might last a day and perhaps they'll funnel some traffic, perhaps they won't, but that's another idea for you. And oh, here's one. Yeah, I forgot how many there were. I found this one a while ago. This, I'll call this brute force method as well. On the actual bio, on the actual profile, this wasn't blurred. I blurred this so I can show it on YouTube. It literally just shows her fucking topless. And then in small letters, I'm pretty sure it's blurry because I took a screenshot of a phone with another phone. I should have just taken a bloody screenshot. Anyway, and I can't remember what it said. It said something like, just add me on fucking, I don't know, something.com. So it's not even trying to funnel traffic to social media. It's just flat out, look, you can even see prices. It's like find me on whatever, Shag Lady or whatever it says. We'll call that brute force method as well. I don't know how long that account lasted, but it was literally topless. I blurred that for YouTube. So perhaps that's an idea. I don't know. It's just one of them. Another one, this is a little bit older as well. So this is IG. So it's got all the things that you would think dating apps would detect. You know, they'll detect the IG string of letters. They'll detect the @ symbol. But hey, it was on there. So suck at replying here at my IG. This is actually an old school one. I don't know how old this screenshot is. This might be about 6 months old, maybe. I'm just kind of accumulating them in a folder. This is pretty old school. But look, it might still work. You can give it a crack. Oh, yeah, it is old school because now they've got a different verification symbol. But anyway, another idea for you. This one is interesting. You'll see variations of this. So what it is it's adding a watermark to your profile images. So instead of writing your social media handle, your Instagram, your Snapchat, whatever, in the bio where it can be detected, what you're doing is you're editing these images with something like Photoshop, Canva, and you're adding a watermark, a very subtle watermark with your social media handle. You could add on one or more photos. So this is an example of that. Another one here. This is just same thing. Well, no, not the same thing. So it's obviously an Instagram handle. As I was saying at the start of the video, if you just have what looks like a social media handle with no, camera emoji, you just assume it's for Instagram. Now, what they've done here is instead of using a camera emoji, they've just put devil emoji. But now, look, you can just add the username itself. So these are just some ideas for you. That's the whole point of this video. As I said at the start, I might make this a regular thing because there's plenty of ideas. I get a lot of people just giving up because dating apps are fucking complicated, as you'll learn. But with these, it just shows you different ideas, get the creative juices flowing. So anyway, this is another idea. This is a really old one actually. Look, it might still fly, but who knows? So this is obviously Insta, and what you've done is you've spaced out the letters just in case they are detecting strings of letters. But I'm assuming dating apps are smarter than that, so they will detect the string of letters inclusive of these spaces. But hey, and then followed by the username. So there you go. That's another idea. Wouldn't really recommend that, but can give it a shot if you want. Another one, so this is adding the social media handle in the workplace, so then you don't need to add it into the About Me section. And this is a little less subtle than the other workplace ones we saw. This is just flat out saying Snapchat and then the social media handle and then down for anything. A little less subtle, but I guess we'll go over the radar because it's in the workplace. Maybe another idea for you guys. And that's it. There you go. There were more than I thought. And that's it. So there's some ideas for you. If you like this kind of video, because it will give you a lot of ideas, I can help you out with different bios to use, different ways of funneling traffic from dating apps. If you want this to be a regular thing, and then I'll just keep an eye out on more bios that I see. I'll screenshot them, compile them, and then I'll make a regular kind of videos like this. So if you like that idea, just leave a comment. And as usual, if you liked the video, give it some love. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.